Alright everyone, I'm trying to make this video real quick, real short, real sweet, and simple. Let's go through my charts and my setups. First of all, I'm thinking that this is going to be um, a top for Bitcoin within the next, week or two. I have a couple time variables that I'm looking at, and I'm not going to share it in this video though, because I'm trying to make it nice and nice and quick. Under 5 minutes would be nice. So what I see right now in the charts is some bearish divergences on the 3-day chart. Trying to look at the larger term time frames right now because of the fact that we can see if we go to the daily, it's just so choppy that it's hard to see what's going on right now. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's hard to see what's actually going on. So just stretch it up. Oh, by the way, to explain my setup here, the top left, I have 4 charts that I look at. The bottom right is not as important, but it is something that we customize, and we're gonna take a look at, right? So the top left is my bearish cycle. The top right is my bullish cycle. The bottom left is going to be our total cycle. It's going to be our neutral cycle. And yeah, so I think that we're bearish personally. So we're going to take a look at the bearish cycle chart. Obviously, you guys can see that the bulls are trying to push up and defend the moving averages. But you see how we're kind of going straight on the moving averages? Let me explain what the volume is doing actually. So I think the volume is the most important tool that anybody can use if you really know what's going on when it comes to the market and the psychology, the market makers and the psychology of what they're doing. Right here was a big seller, obviously. If you analyze the smaller time frames, you're going to see that yes, it's predominantly selling, and then they push it back up just to pretty much short squeeze them, right? So it's artificial demand. It's not real buying, it's just short squeezes. Now the market starts to fall again, but they don't want to market sell because it would completely destroy their profits. So what they do is they develop strategies to try to make it bullish. So we're talking about, look, this is the 3-day chart. So every candle is 3 days, right? So if you go ahead in the past, this full zone right here is 9 days, and we fell 14%. But you see that we got support on this moving average pointing upwards, and then these guys had the opportunity to push up the prices to try to sell at higher prices. Now they're actually getting the opportunity to sell at the higher prices. So they broke the $10,000 area, and obviously everybody was going long and fiending. I would call it just a straight feast. So as they as they pretty much broke the top here, the longs that accumulated all their lines up here are starting to sell and take profits, right? And it's their doing. It's their doing, manipulating the market or getting the shorts to sell. So if you really understand what the volume is trying to do here, and what these players are trying to do, they're more than likely trying to close this 3-day candle in 8 hours above this moving average. Now, if we start to close below the moving average, this is going to be a bearish sign, and we're going to be bearish.